Hi, this is Kwek Bin from the Singapore Association of the Visually Handicapped, and today I'm going to show you a special piece of hardware that you can use with voiceover on iPhones or iPads. Okay, so if the camera will zoom in on this, okay, this is called a Revo keyboard. Okay, so for people to get a better idea of how big it is, okay, behind this we have an iPad. So this is the size of the Revo keyboard as compared to an iPad. Right, so this is meant to be used with voiceover. So first of all, I'm going to assume that you know what voiceover is and how it works. Right, so this will only work when you have voiceover. So it's not going to work with Androids, and it's not going to work when your iPad and iPhone doesn't have voiceover running. Right, so again, if you zoom in on the keyboard, okay, what you will have here are 5 columns of 4 buttons each. Okay. Basically, even if the camera is able to catch the characters on the keys, it probably won't make much sense to anybody because these are, or at least it won't make much sense to most people because the scripts are in Korean. This is a piece of hardware produced by a Korean manufacturer, right? But essentially what's important is you can imagine this to be like a mobile phone keypad. So you can imagine this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star, 0, hex. Supplemented with 2 extra columns, one on the left and one on the right. So you can call this the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 star, 0 and hex buttons. And you can call this L1, L2, L3 and L4. So L for left, R1, R2, R3, okay, R2, R3 and R4. R for right. Okay. So the idea behind this piece of hardware is so that people can use voiceover and they can use a touchscreen, and at the same time they have something that is physical for them to press. Okay, for somebody who has problems using the touchscreen even with the voiceover, and sometimes for people who want to use something like equivalent to a remote control for their iPhone or iPad. Okay, so okay, get around to showing you. Okay, for the blind, basically, the 5 button is depressed on this keyboard. So this is going to be the main point of reference for the whole keypad, for the whole keyboard. Okay, to be honest, the buttons are a little flat, but it's still possible to feel that they are distinct buttons, which is the important thing. Okay, we have a power button here, and at the back, this button here is for pairing. Okay. I don't think I'll show you how to pair this. This is just going to show you how it works. Right, so this has already been paired with the iPad. Okay, I'm going to turn this, I'm going to activate this.
Calendar, Tuesday, right. August 13th.
Basically,
tap to open.
This power button has a standby function. Okay, after 5 minutes of non-use, this keyboard will go into standby mode so that when you press the buttons, nothing will happen. Right, so when this happens, you press the power button once, press and release, and you will turn it on again. So once it's on, you can activate. You can use the iPad or iPhone. Right, okay. First of all, the most basic things to know about the keyboard. Okay, the 5 button is equivalent to double tapping on the screen, or pressing enter or selecting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 5. The 4 and the 6 buttons are like flicking to your left and flicking to your right with 1 finger respectively, right? Or for the ordinary people, going to the left or going to the right by 1 item respectively. Okay, so
calendar.
If we have a look here, right? So this is
calendar.
Right. So this is a calendar.
Tuesday. All contacts.
Oops.
Calendar. Tuesday.
So I'm going to press 6.
Reminders.
Right. So you see it moves here.
Tap to open. Notes.
It moves notes.
Maps.
Maps.
Game center.
Game center. Now it's the second item.
Double tap to open.
Okay, if I press 4, it goes backwards.
Game center. Maps. Notes. Reminders. Calendar. Tuesday, August 13th.
Right, if I want to open this, I can press
Double tap
5.
to open. Calendar. Calendars.
So if you press the 8, you'll be like pressing the home button.
Calendar. Tuesday, August 13th.
Alright.
Tap to open.
Then, in addition, if I press 2, I'll go up to the status bar here. So for those who don't know, the status bar, okay, so for those who don't know, the status bar is where you have things like the time, the signal strength, and the battery power. So if I press 2,
iPad, status bar item, 3 of 3 bars, Wi-Fi signal strength, status bar item, 4:07 p.m., status bar item, Bluetooth connected, status bar item, 92% battery power, status bar item.
Right, so once I press 2, it'll start reading from the left all the way to the right. So the status bar is a separate item from the rest of the screen, so you need to press 2 to jump up there and then read. Once you want to get out of the 2, you can press 1.
Calendar, Tuesday, August 13th.
Right, so incidentally, 1 is to jump to the first item on the screen, while 7 is to jump to the last item. In this case, this thing called apps gone free. So if I press 7,
Dock, apps gone free.
right, so it's here.
Apps gone free. Double tap to open.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of exploring. So press 4.
Settings.
Okay, settings.
Double tap to open.
If you want to open this, I press 5.
Settings. About button.
Right, so pressing 6.
Software up usage button.
So now I'm here. If I want to scroll down, I press 9.
Rows 11 to 20 of 20.
Right, then announce.
Rows 11 to 20 of
Right,
20.
so already at the bottom. So I press 3 to scroll up.
Rows 1 to 12 of 20.
Okay, then let's go back to pressing 8, go back to the home screen.
Calendar.
Okay,
Tuesday,
then
August 13th.
L2 and
Double tap to
R2 are scrolling from side to side. So R2,
Page 2 of 9. Dropbox. App bundles folder.
okay,
5 apps.
L2.
Page 2 of 9. Dropbox. Calendar. Tuesday, August 13th.
Okay, now to show you how you can use this to type.
Settings. App Store. 6 new items. Double tap to open.
Okay, never mind, this here.
Search field. Is
Okay,
editing.
so
Search
now
tab.
we're here. Okay, right, then if I press L3, now I can start typing. So the method of input, there are 2 methods of input. I've already set it so that it's the second method of input. Right, the benefit about the second method of input is that it's very similar to using a mobile phone. So for example, if I press 2 one time, A will come up. Okay, if I press 3,
DD.
D will come out.
Top search result. Mail. Carolyn Top. Change of email address. Hi all. Please be informed that with effect from July 1st,
Alright, so-
2013. No items found.
Right, so if I were to, let's say now it's right, so for number 4 you can type GHI. So now I have G. If you want to change to H, I have to press 4 again.
H. 5.
Right,
No
so
items found.
if you're able to see anything on the screen, as long as I keep pressing number 4, it will toggle between GHI, the same letter, but will toggle between the 3 letters.
G. H. 5. G. No 5. No items.
Okay,
no
so
items found.
no new item is coming up. Right? If I want to type another letter from GHI,
G. H.
Okay.
No items found.
let's say now I have H. If I want to type I, right? So GHI all come from the same letter. If I want to type a second letter that's I have to press either L2 or R2. Okay.
G. H. 5.
So now I have GHI up here. Okay, it's a bit difficult for the camera to see, but hopefully you get what I mean. Right, so I can still press R2 to do the next thing.
G. H. 5.
So now I have GHI. I think I have. Right. Okay. I'll leave it to you to try and figure out what's happening. Right. So when I'm in typing mode, R1 will be backspace.
I. H. D. Top search result. A.
Right. So now I deleted everything. Then let's say, okay, let's type. Okay.
A. B. C.
Right. Then 6 is.
M. F. O.
Now I want N, so I can
Top search
press
result.
either
Contacts.
R2 or
VERH lim.
L1.
M. Top N.
Okay.
Top search result. Contacts.
So it's your N.
iPhone 8500.
So now I can type 8
130
will be
items
T.
found. T. Top search result.
2 will be
Contacts.
1 A.
30 A. Top
One
search
type
result.
C, so I can try
Contacts.
L1, L2
25
here.
items found. A. B. No. C. Top search result.
T.
T. Top search result. Contacts. P. No items. No items. Top search result. Top search result. Contacts.
Okay,
15
if
items
this is
found.
what I want, I can
Azura.
press.
Try shutting down your iPhone and then turning it on again. Then check whether your contact's still missing.
Oops. Right, so the tricky part here is what to do when you're typing wrongly. Right, so here.
Contacts. Search field. Double tap to edit.
Okay, we might want to do a bit of editing here.
Yeah.
Right, to make it look better. Okay, so backspace. Okay, so it's not working properly. Okay, so now, okay.
Clear text, contacts, search field. Quick nav off, insertion point at start, insertion point at end.
Okay, we can continue from here. Okay, so backspace.
S. Top search
T,
result.
so T.
Top, no item, no, S. Top search, top
So
search
this is
result.
what I want.
Contacts.
I can press
13 items
R3
found.
for enter.
Contacts, search field.
Okay, come, let's go elsewhere. Okay, if I'm done typing, I press R4. Then I have 4 for backwards and 6 for forward
Clear
again.
text,
Right,
button.
so
Contacts, clear text, button.
okay, if I want, press 5.
Search field is editing. Search iPad.
And it will be home again.
Reminders.
Okay, so when you're typing, right, first you have to go to the area where you type. Okay, so let's demonstrate that using messages.
Dock. Apps gonna
Okay,
free.
7 to go
Double
to
tap
end
to
here.
open.
I press 4.
Settings. App Store. Messages.
Maybe App
No,
Store.
App Store. 6 new items.
Nah.
Messages.
Okay, messages.
Messages. Messages. Send.
Okay, 1 to go to the top.
Edit. Button. Messages. Compose.
Compose.
Button. Compose. 2. Text field is editing.
Alright, so it's up here now. And then I can switch over
Add from attach media. Message. Text field.
and press
Double tap
5.
to edit.
Right, so let's say I want to type a message. So I need to go to this thing about text view. I'm here. So I press 5.
Quick nav off.
Okay, then I have to press L3. Then I can start typing. Okay,
G H
right, I want to type I have to press L2 or R2. So I'll press R2 here.
G H I.
Okay, comma. Comma, I need to press star followed by a variety of different letters. I won't go through which are the commands for different kind of punctuation here. Star 9 will be comma.
Comma. I.
Right, 0 will be space.
Space.
Then,
T H G H I.
right, so
P Q R S.
okay, R3, enter.
New line.
Right,
This.
so enter is either a new line or if you want to continue, go ahead pressing the OK button.
New line.
Right, new line. Backspace.
New line. New line.
If I'm done, once I'm done typing, I press R4. Then I can press my 4 and my 6 like normal,
Attach media.
right? Like
Button.
scrolling backwards
2.
and forward.
Cancel. Button. 2. Attach meet message. Text field. Is it message received? OKTK at. Calendar. Tuesday, August 13th.
Okay, I think
Double tap to
this
open.
should be the essentials of how to use this keyboard. Okay, thanks for watching.